What happened while we were away brought to you by Smacked Down. A federal judge yesterday refused the request of 14 Democratic state attorneys general to immediately impose wide-ranging restrictions on Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. The states, led by New Mexico, claimed that DOGE posed a clear and present danger to, quote, give them a big ouchie. Okay, that's not really the quote, but that's essentially what these Democrat attorneys general were arguing. Judge Tanya Chutkin says the states didn't prove that DOGE's actions were unconstitutional or posed a threat of imminent irreparable harm. Fired Consumer Financial Protection Bureau employee Hannah Hickman is speaking out.
Civil servants have a lot of protections under the law, and we're only supposed to be fired if our performance falls short on the job. So what has happened is that the administration has fired us. We call it layoffs sometimes, but that's not what it is. It's an illegal firing. Every probationary employee at my agency was fired. It can't be that we all fell short. Elon Musk and the president picked the wrong bunch of lawyers to mess with.
Trump and Musk were interviewed on Sean Hannity last night, appearing as tight as ever.
He's going to go to Mars. He's
Starlink at some point.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is it
I mean, they was asking, like, do you want to die on Mars? And I say, well, yes, but not on impact.
Starlink is
Trump yesterday at Mar-a-Lago signed an executive order billed as increasing access to IVF. Not a fan of that, but it is something he campaigned on in no uncertain terms, so it's not as if it's a huge shocker. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller has another masterclass on dealing with hostile media.
Illegal immigrants who are getting child tax credits. Are you looking for that information in the IRS data?
Anytime a crime is committed, of course there should be an investigation. Is it your position that if somebody who is
Stephen,
here
are you looking for that
is stealing
information in the
taxpayer
IRS
dollars?
data?
The federal government will find every illegal alien who is stealing American taxpayer dollars. And that is what Americans expect to happen. I don't even fathom the premise of your question.
It's a simple question. Will you find that information in the IRS data and share that with law enforcement?
If IRS investigators find illegal aliens stealing taxpayer money, of course they'll be referred to ICE. Of course they'll be referred to Homeland Security investigations. Of course they will be. Surely your position is not that we should let illegal aliens steal taxpayer dollars. Again, you want to talk about something to be upset about, that's it.
RFK Jr. addressed staff at HHS, fresh off his confirmation by the Senate, and says nothing is off limits.
We will convene representatives of all viewpoints to study the causes for the drastic rise in chronic disease. Some of the possible factors we will investigate were formerly taboo or insufficiently scrutinized. The childhood vaccine schedule, electromagnetic radiation, glyphosate, other pesticides, ultra-processed foods, artificial food additives, SSRI and other psychiatric drugs, PFAs, PFOAs, microplastics. Nothing is going to be off limits.
Independent journalist Alex Berenson is out this morning reporting on Yale scientists finding T-cell exhaustion and prolonged spike protein production in some COVID vaccine recipients, with spike levels increasing over time. Berenson later added, quote, I don't use the term VAIDS or VAIDS, vaccine-induced AIDS, but I'm not sure how else to describe the T-cell changes this Yale team is finding, end quote. Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla, your thoughts?
Sometimes things just go bad.
International news. If you're wondering why a loving God permits hell, check out this story. Hamas's youngest hostages, Kafir and Ariel Bibas, 2 and 5 years old, and their mother are dead, and their bodies will be returned to Israel this week. That's according to Hamas in a ghoulish statement on Tuesday. Kafir Bibas never celebrated a birthday in freedom after he and his family were kidnapped on October 7th of 2023 when he was just 9 months old. Israel has not confirmed the deaths of the red-headed boys and their mom, Shiri, but said it has grave concerns about their well-being. Back at home, Cece Telfer, the first man to cheat his way to a women's NCAA title in 2019, went on CNN to say he can't be stripped of his title after Trump's Department of Education sent a letter to the NCAA demanding the organization strip men of their titles in women's sports.
If somebody's truly working or a part of the Department of Education, they would be smart and educated enough to know that something like that that's not how history works, and that's not how the direction of progressiveness works. And you can't take You can't take back history.
Actress Cynthia Erivo has been cast in the role of Jesus Christ in the musical Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl this summer. Cynthia Erivo is something called a queer black woman. So this attempt to troll Christians will culminate with a queer black woman, one of the top identities on the intersectionality totem pole, being hung from a cross multiple times this summer. And finally, there's a massive genre of YouTube videos and podcasts called ASMR, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, and it's shorthand for the phenomenon most people sense with certain sounds made close to their ears that results in a tingling sensation that usually begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. Some people find ASMR weird. Some people find it relaxing. And other people, particularly whoever is running the White House's X account, find the sub-genre of deportation ASMR very amusing. Yes, the White House made an ASMR joke this morning featuring the sights and particularly sounds of the moments before the latest repatriation flight from the U.S. carrying illegal aliens. The White House posted a video of oodles of handcuffs and chains being prepared for illegals before their deportation flight with the caption, ASMR Illegal Alien Deportation Flight. That's on the nose, and that's what happened while we were away.